Alright, so that's all that happens in T plus 7. No enemies come out or anything. And then we have T plus 8, and our final threat comes out, which is an asteroid bearing down on us in the blue zone. And we have our T plus 8 actions. Now, Boris is going to attempt to refill this generator, which normally would consume a fuel rod, and he did his heroic action where he can give an extra point of energy to this generator, or this reactor. The problem with that is that there's no fuel rods, so since he didn't transfer any energy, he doesn't get the extra point for the heroic action. Just nothing happens. He reaches for a fuel rod and finds himself grasping at air. Yeltsin does nothing. Gingrich tries to transfer energy to these shields, and of course there's still no energy in this reactor, so Gingrich doesn't do anything. And that was his heroic action too. And finally, Puppy Dog, good reliable Puppy Dog. Man, I thought he was going to be the one to bite at this mission. He's the only one who's doing shit. He jiggles the mouse. I think he's killed 2 threats already. Boris has killed 1. The other guys are just letting their asses flap in the wind. Alright. Damn, nobody fired anything. Okay, so now we have threats move. The jellyfish moves up 2, 1, 2. On the next turn, it's going to heal more of its damage. The crossed wires move up 1, 2, 3. On their next turn, they're going to do their Y action. And the minor asteroid moves up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the asteroid comes in quick. Luckily, it's on a long trajectory, but when it hits the ship, it's going to basically blow up that part of the ship. And I don't think there's anything I can do about it, actually. We'll see. Alright. T plus 9. At this point, no new threats come in. T plus 8 is the last time threats can come in, so we're just dealing with the stuff that's here. Boris goes toward blue. Good Boris. Yeltsin hits the B button. Well, Yeltsin, there's no fuel in the central reactor, so you're not going to transfer anything to this lateral reactor. I'm sorry. Gingrich hits the A button. Gingrich, there's no energy in this reactor. Oh, these guys are idiots. And Puppy Dog. Good, reliable Puppy Dog. Well, there's no energy in the central reactor. He's hitting the A button. He's trying to fire on something? I think he thought he was firing at something else, but I was just panicking at this point, honestly. So nobody did anything that round. Boris moved. That's about it. Okay, nobody fired anything. Threats do their thing. Okay, so this jellyfish does its Y action, which attacks 1 on all zones and heals half of its damage rounded down. So it goes down to 3 damage again, and it attacks 1 on all zones. Well, this zone has shields, this zone has shields. The blue zone doesn't have shields anymore, so it takes a damage. And let's see what got damaged. Okay, the Gravolift on the blue zone got damaged. I don't think anybody took the Gravolift for the second half of the game, so I think we're good on that. So that was just the jellyfish. Now we have to deal with the crossed wires. 1, 2, 3. So it does its Y action. The central shield's energy leaks out, which means these 2 energy cubes go away, and that excess energy deals 2 damage to this zone of the ship. So we have damage to our pulse cannon and the central reactor. Both took damage. And luckily, nobody's going to need them for the rest of the mission, but that could have been really bad if it had happened earlier in the mission. And the asteroid moves up 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't have an XY action. It only has a Z action. And that Z action is basically it hits the ship with all of its remaining hit points. So, did somebody jiggle the mouse? Yes. Alright, now we're at T plus 10. And just before we do this, I'm going to check and make sure we're still recording, because last time I recorded like 5 minutes of myself talking and it wasn't actually recording. So we're gonna see. Okay, that's still going. Wow. All right. All right. So probably 5 more minutes left of this. T plus 10. Boris hits the B button. Boris, where are you? Alright, so he's trying to draw energy from this central reactor. What he doesn't know is that all of the energy wound up in this shield because of these cross wires. So again, nothing happens. He's trying to draw the energy. He just gets sort of a fizzling sound. Yeltsin goes toward blue, and he is going to be the hero of the hour, I can tell. Gingrich hits the A button, click, and Puppy Dog goes toward... Oh, that was Puppy Dog. So Puppy Dog goes toward blue, right? Yeah. Puppy Dog goes toward blue. Who went toward blue also? Yeltsin? Alright, Yeltsin went over here. I think that was Yeltsin who did that, yeah? Yeah. What the hell are you doing, Yeltsin? We thought we killed the jellyfish. Okay. And... nobody fired a thing. Threats move. So we're starting with T plus 4, the jellyfish. So it hit the Z trajectory, or the Z thing. Attack 2 on all zones. Oh no. Okay. So there's no more energy left in the shields. So it's going to attack any of the shields. So it's going to attack 2 on the red zone. Two damage there. It's going to attack 2 on the blue zone and do 2 damage over here. And it's going to attack 2 on the white zone. And one of those damage can actually be applied. The other one, unfortunately, exceeded this capacity of this zone of the ship for damage. So this whole ship sort of splits in half as the central hull of the ship just sort of cracks open. And I could go through and say what happens, let's say, when the minor asteroid hits on the next turn, or, you know, even this turn. 1, 2, 3, well, this crosswires wouldn't do anything yet, but it would have caused 1 more damage over here, and what would the minor asteroid have done? Let's see, the minor asteroid in a couple of turns would have hit... I think the minor asteroid would have been okay. No, it would have hit for 4 damage to this zone of the ship. So yeah, that would have exceeded this zone of the ship. That would have blown up too. So everybody on the ship is dead. For sure. The only one who might possibly have survived by getting into an escape pod or something is Gingrich. And really, I don't know why he should have the lazy bum. But that is Space Alert.